guys, welcome back to my channel. I am really excited to do this video today. I feel like it's been a really long time since I've done an anti-haul, and I've just recently, I don't know what it is. Maybe it's just me, I'm not sure, but so many of the new launches recently have been just not appealing to me. There's very few things that I've seen being launched recently that have been exciting, and it might be just because I'm in the declutter mode right now. You guys know I have my declutter series going on, and I have a really large collection already, so I feel like I'm already becoming more selective in the items I'm bringing in just because I don't have as much space or a need for as many products as what I used to feel like I needed. So maybe that's a little bit to do with it, but also I just feel like a lot of the stuff I've been seeing recently, all the new launches and stuff are just kind of like, meh, I've seen it before, I own it, something similar to it, you know? It's just a lot of the same old stuff being recycled and nothing really new or innovative for the most part. There's a few new things that I have been interested in and picked up recently. If you guys want to see a separate video, like a haul slash wish list, like things that are new launches that I actually was interested in or have already purchased, let me know. I can do a separate one of those, but this video today is an anti-haul. I think you guys all are familiar with what that is at this point. It's been going around for a while. Kimberly Clark was the one to really launch the popularity of these anti-hauls, and hers are fantastic, so definitely check out hers if you've never seen them. But this is basically me just talking about things that are new releases that I really just am not interested in and why I won't be buying those items. So that's what we're doing today, but let's go ahead and jump in to this anti-haul because I have a lot to talk about. So the first thing that I wanted to talk about, and I'll try to insert some photos on the screen here. The first thing is a new launch from Fenty Beauty, and it's a collection, but specifically I wanted to talk about the eyeshadow palette, which is this here. This is called the Moroccan Spice Palette. It officially launches July 6th. I think they did like a pre-launch on Sephora's app, which has already sold out, I believe, and then it's launching on the 6th on Fenty.com. So it's $59, first of all. You are getting 18 shades in here, which is, I don't know, $15 for 18, or 59, I wish it was 15. Then I might buy it. $59 for 16 shadows. I feel like it's overpriced, number one. Number two, I hate the layout, the packaging. I hate it. This whole diamond shape thing, it's just to me a lot of wasted space in the palette, and I don't know, I don't like the way it looks. It's not appealing to the eye, and for a lot, I've learned over the years of buying eyeshadow palettes that if I don't like the way that it looks, I'm not gonna reach for it. And I know that sounds superficial and stupid, but it's just my preference. So if I'm going through my eyeshadow palettes and deciding what to pull out, if I'm looking at something that I'm just like, it's kind of ugly, I'm not gonna reach for it. So no matter how good the eyeshadows are, for that reason, I wouldn't pick it up. It also is very reminiscent of Smashbox did a palette like this, which was called the Something on the Rocks palette. I can't remember what it was called. It was a few years ago. It was like a holiday release for Smashbox, but all of the Fenty palettes have looked exactly like that palette, and I just feel like it's very like, I don't know, it's too reminiscent of that Smashbox palette, which I never picked up either because I didn't like the packaging, and I'm not feeling inspired by any of these shades. I think the price is too high, and like I said, I really don't like the packaging. So for me, this is totally not on my radar. It's something I definitely do not plan to pick up, so it's gonna be a pass for me for sure. Okay, so moving on from there, this line here from Becca. This is the new Becca and Chrissy Teigen collaboration. So if you guys missed it, they did collaborate once previously and did like a face palette, and the face palette was beautiful, but I felt like it was very similar to a lot of the products I already owned from Becca, whether it was individual products or like with the Jaclyn Hill face palette that I own. So when I saw this, when I saw the Chrissy Teigen face palette, I wasn't interested in it because I just felt like it was very redundant to what I already owned. And now they're coming out with another collaboration, and there are a few different products in this. From what it looks like, there is a compact that has, I think it's a blush, highlight, and bronzer trio in one powder. I don't like when products are all mixed into one like that, because first of all, when they're cheek products, it's really hard to get a brush, a cheek size brush, into just one of the powders without mixing them all together. And I like to apply my highlighter, bronzer, and blush separately. I don't want to stripe it on. I want to be able to apply them with different brushes, different techniques, in different places on my face. So I don't like having them all in one compact. So for that reason, I know I would never reach for that product, so it would just collect dust in my drawer, so I'm not interested in that. And then there's also this body shimmer glitter stuff. I kind of saw some pictures. I haven't read anything about it because I saw some pictures of it and I was just like, no, I'm not interested in that at all. First of all, I have enough like self-tanning type products and body makeup type products already where it's supposed to, you know, give you a glow and a bronze already. So I don't feel like I need another product like that. Also, the packaging I think is really ugly. I don't know the price. I'll try to insert it somewhere on the screen, but it's Becca, so I'm assuming it is probably, let me guess, somewhere around $35 to $45. Let's see how correct I am, see how close I am on that. I just know it's gonna be overpriced for the product, and I don't know. I'm not a big Chrissy Teigen fan. Like, I think she's all right. It's not that I dislike her, but I'm not like a huge fan of hers either. So there's really nothing drawing me into this collection. And then there's some lip products, which I don't know. Becca's lip products have never worked out for me. So I, again, feel like I could just kind of pass this whole collection. I'm really not interested in anything in this one. All right, you guys, you knew I had to talk about this in this anti-haul. So I have to mention this here. The Morphe and Jaclyn Hill Vault collection, or whatever they're calling it. It's basically 4 different palettes, and each palette has 10 shades, so you're getting a total of 40 shades. And I have so many issues with this palette. There's so many reasons why I'm not buying this palette. Now, first of all, I do want to start out this whole little rant here about this by saying, if your opinion is different than mine on this topic, that is totally fine. I am not judging you for wanting this palette at all, or this collection whatsoever. Everyone is allowed to like what they like. I'm just giving you guys my opinion on why I'm not purchasing it, but by all means, if you're interested in this, go get it. You know, I'm not, like I said, I'm not judging you. Same thing with everything I'm talking about in this video. This is just my personal opinion, and everyone is allowed to have a different opinion. Otherwise, this world would be very boring if we were all the same. So, with that being said, there's a few reasons why I am not interested in this collection. The first one is just Morphe in general. I've tried a lot of Morphe eyeshadows and I just don't like them. I don't think they're horrible, but they're not good either. And with the amount of eyeshadow palettes that I own, I am now extremely selective on what I'm purchasing. So I am not gonna buy eyeshadows that I think are just okay, because I own so many that are fantastic, that there is no place in my collection for something that's okay. Now, that being said, I know that there is a market for people who don't own what I own, or, you know, beginners to the makeup world, or someone who wants to have a bunch of colors and not invest a lot of money in it. Then you might be interested in the Morphe shadows, because like I said, they are not bad quality, they're okay quality, and for the price, it's pretty decent. But in my collection, they do not have a place in my collection because I own so many fantastic eyeshadows and I have limited space for my eyeshadows. So the only things that I'm going to be adding into my collection are things that I think are really fantastic. So already off the bat, I know I'm not going to like the palettes because I'm not a fan of Morphe eyeshadows. I think they're all right, but not worth space in my collection is what it boils down to. So that's the first thing. The second thing is the drama surrounding this whole launch. Jaclyn Hill. I used to be such a big fan of Jaclyn Hill. I used to watch all of her videos back in the day when she was sitting on the floor in her living room talking about mostly MAC makeup, and you know, her background, she worked at MAC, so I can relate to her a lot because you guys know I used to work at Sephora, and I can appreciate, you know, where she came from and her roots and all of that. But I feel like she's really kind of lost touch with reality, to be honest. I feel like if you watch her videos, it just doesn't seem like she is putting the effort, the time, the knowledge behind her reviews anymore. It seems like she loves everything that she talks about, and she doesn't have like an honest, well-rounded opinion anymore. It's just like, I love this. It almost feels like a sales pitch when you watch her videos, and I am not trying to bash on her by any means. I just feel like she's lost a little bit of her authenticity and her realness, and all this drama surrounding this launch, it feels very familiar, doesn't it, you guys? Because it's the same thing that happened with the Becca eyeshadow launch. All of this talk about inconsistencies with the factory. I don't understand that, because I have never heard that from any other brand before, where they've had to recall an eyeshadow palette because some batches were bad. I've never heard that before. And now this is the second time I've heard it relating to products that Jaclyn Hill has put her name on. So to me, that seems really weird. And then the second thing that I thought was very weird, and maybe this is a reach, you guys let me know if you think I'm reaching, but her Jaclyn Hill face palette, which I'll try to insert a photo of here, the design on the front of it with like a circle around the name and then the little confetti around it looks very similar to the design that is on the Morphe eyeshadow palettes with this newest collection. And I feel like it's, I don't know, a little too close for her not to have noticed how close they are, if that makes sense. And I don't know, I feel like there's something behind the scenes probably going on between Becca and Morphe and Jaclyn Hill about the packaging being too similar, and that might be the real reason behind them, you know, removing the product. I don't know, maybe that's a reach, but to me it just seemed very strange that they could brand it so similarly to her face palette that she did with Becca. And I know she had a big falling out with Becca as well, so I don't know. Maybe that might be a conspiracy theory, but moving on. I don't want to spend too much time on this particular topic, but you guys will have to let me know what you think down below. Please keep it nice though. Like I said, everyone's allowed to have their own opinion. Don't hate on me just because my opinion's not the same as yours, or if someone else makes a comment that you don't agree with, just move on, okay? All right, next up. Oh, this one's gonna surprise you guys. This one actually surprised me that I'm not interested in it, but this is the new Lorac Pro palette. This is the Pro 4 palette. So you guys know I have all 4 of the Mega Pro palettes, and I have 3 of the Pro palettes, the first 3 Pro palettes from Lorac. So when I first heard that they were coming out with a 4th Pro palette, I was like, oh, I'm gonna need to get that. But then I saw the colors in here, and I don't know, there's really nothing different in this palette. It looks like all the same colors that I already own. I feel like there's so many duplicates in here, there's really nothing new. And it reminds me a lot of the Anastasia Soft Glam palette, which I also do own. So I just feel like there's nothing different in here, and for that reason, I'm totally gonna be passing on it. But let me know if you guys are gonna be picking that one up. All right, the next thing that I wanted to mention is this here. This is from Tarte. This is called the Love, Trust, and Fairy Dust eyeshadow palette. This is weird because I didn't even see this anywhere on social media at all, and I just saw it show up in new items on Sephora's app. And I was like, what the heck, where did this come from? Maybe I've just been living under a rock, but I totally missed seeing any sneak peeks on this. It is $39. I have absolutely no interest in this product. I do not like Tarte's formula for eyeshadows. I've had so many issues with their eyeshadows. I've bought many of their palettes and ended up decluttering most of them. The only ones that I've kept are their travel size ones, which I actually like the formula on for some reason, but their full size ones I do not. So I am for sure going to be passing on that guy. All right, and then the very last thing that I wanted to mention, it's actually multiple items, so I'll insert some photos here. I found 4 different ones. It looks like if you go right now onto the Sephora new products like section, just launched or whatever section, you're just gonna see a ton of these facial rollers or facial beauty tools, massage rollers. Just look, you guys. There's a ton of them. So I put a few of them on my little list here so that I could show you guys. But there's the one from Herbivore. It's called the Jade Facial Roller. They also had one that was a white one as well. They also have a few from Nurse Jamie. There's the Triangle Facial Beauty Tool, the Uplift Massaging Beauty Roller, and an Ionics Eye Massaging Beauty Tool. So Basically, I was scrolling through and I just kept seeing these facial roller things and I was like, what the heck is going on? So this must be a new trend that I have heard nothing about. But it's all these like little roller things that you're supposed to roll on your face. Now, from what I was reading on the instructions on the ones that I was looking at, it looks like they are supposed to help with a few different things. They're supposed to help with lymphatic drainage, which I'm not really sure how well they're gonna do that, but that's one of the claims. Another claim is that it's supposed to help with, some of them also say they're supposed to help with adding glow to the skin and firmness. I don't know. I don't know what the science behind it is, so you guys will have to let me know if you've tried them, what you think about them. To me, they seem a little bit gimmicky, but I'm not sure. So far, they're all in the news section still, but it looks like they're getting pretty good reviews so far, but not a lot of reviews yet. So I'll have to keep an eye on those and let you guys know. Maybe I'll try one out if you guys are interested in a review on that. Let me know, but I've been seeing a ton of those in that new stuff section. All right, you guys, so those are all of the products that I am not really interested in. You guys will have to let me know if there's anything on my list that you guys are thinking about getting or if you agree with me on any of them. Thank you guys so much for taking the time to watch this video today. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any questions, comments, leave them below. If you are new here, thank you so much for stopping by. I hope you enjoyed watching and I hope you choose to subscribe while you're here. But yeah, that's pretty much it for me. I will see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.